I should have died that night. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I saw something I was never supposed to see. What happened next still haunts me, and if you're watching this, consider this a warning. Some people will do anything to keep their secrets buried. This isn't some urban legend or a story passed around to scare kids. This happened to me. A real murder, a real cover-up, and a real reason I might still be in danger. I thought I was just heading home after a long shift, but what I stumbled into changed my life forever. If you've ever felt like you were being watched, or that someone was following you, trust that instinct. I wish I had. It was past midnight on September 14th, 2018, in Chicago, Illinois, and I was walking home from work. The city was mostly quiet, except for the occasional car passing by. I cut through an alley like I always did. It shaved a few minutes off my walk. But that night, something felt off. The air was thick, almost electric, like the moment before a storm. My footsteps echoed, and for the first time I realized how alone I was. Or at least I thought I was alone. Then I heard it. A muffled scream. At first I thought I was imagining it, but then it happened again. My heart pounded as I crept forward, pressing myself against the cold brick wall. And that's when I saw them. Two men standing over something, or someone. One of them had a knife. The blade glistened under the flickering streetlight, stained dark. The other man was breathing heavily, his hands trembling. And then I saw the body. I wanted to run. I should have. But my body froze. The victim, a man in his 40s, was still alive, gasping for air as he clutched his stomach. Blood pooled beneath him. "Hurry up," one of the men hissed, looking around nervously. The other man nodded, lifted the knife, and plunged it down again. A sickening, wet sound filled the alley. The man on the ground shuddered once, then went still. I must have made a noise because suddenly both men snapped their heads toward me. My stomach dropped. "Did you hear that?" one of them whispered. I turned and ran. My legs felt like lead, my lungs burning as I sprinted down the alley. Footsteps thundered behind me. They were chasing me. I darted into a side street, barely dodging a stack of garbage bags. My apartment was just a few blocks away. If I could make it inside, lock the door, I'd be safe. But these men had just killed someone. If they caught me, I'd be next. I reached my building and fumbled for my keys. My hands were slick with sweat, shaking uncontrollably. I could hear their footsteps getting closer. Finally, the key slid in. I shoved the door open, slammed it behind me, and locked it. Silence. I pressed my ear to the door, listening. Nothing. Then the handle rattled. Once. Twice. A slow, deliberate movement. My breath hitched. "We saw you," a voice whispered through the wood. "We know where you live." I backed away, my mind racing. "Call the cops." That was the obvious answer. But by the time the police arrived, the men were gone. And worse, they had covered their tracks. No body, no blood, no proof. Just my word against nothing. I barely slept that night, jumping at every sound. But the worst part, the feeling that someone was watching me never went away. It's been months and I haven't seen them since. But I still check over my shoulder every time I walk home. I changed my route, moved to a different apartment, even switched jobs. But deep down, I know they haven't forgotten me. Because some nights I still get phone calls. No words, just breathing. Heavy, slow. A reminder that they're still out there. And they know I'm still here. Stay safe out there. And if you ever see something you weren't supposed to, run.